Amplify. Hi, Emily Roquette here. I'm with the founder of Business Boutique, Christy Wright.
Hi.
Christy, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And you are in my hometown of Grand Rapids, by the way,
Yes.
with your one-day event. Business Boutique, I mean, first of all, best-selling book, it's a podcast, and it is a movement, a community to support people who want to start businesses or want to grow their business. Tell us more about Business Boutique.
Well, we've really seen a need because it's easier than ever before to get into business. So you got free social media, you got free access to customers. And so a lot of people are going, hey, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could have a side hustle or even a small business full time. But the business side of things quickly becomes overwhelming. And so they get into it and they go, oh, what do I do? What about taxes? How do I sell without being pushy? How do I set myself apart? And so with my background in business as a business coach, I thought, you know what, I can come alongside these people and help them with the business side of things so that they can do more of what they love and less of what they don't. And it really gives access to people to get into business that maybe otherwise didn't think they could.
I love it. You really break it down so it's not as threatening or as scary as it is when you think, I'm just going to go build a business. That picture can look really daunting.
Right.
And Business Boutique, whether you grab the book or you join the community, you'll have step-by-step guidance and a community to support you, which is really nice.
Yes, and I've noticed that it's not having too much to do that overwhelms us. It's not knowing what to do. The moment you or I have the steps, we'll follow the steps. We'll check off the boxes on a checklist. It's just not knowing what those steps are, and that's why I wrote Business Boutique, the book, as a plan. So cover to cover, it's a step-by-step plan. And even at the end of the chapters, there are action items where you can fill in the plan as you go, because when you finish, you're going, okay, now I know exactly what I need to do to win.
All right, well, let's talk about that when you said if people have the plan, they can follow it. But what if they just don't know what their business idea is to begin with? A lot of people are like, I want to start a business, or I think I have an idea, I just don't know if it's going to work. How do you even come up with that idea?
Okay, so the way that I coach people, and this is actually something I've been working on for a while because we get that question all the time from what we call the dreamers. They want to do something, but they're not sure what. You want to start with what you have. So rather than just trying to think up this great idea out of thin air, start with what you have. And what I mean by that specifically are your skills, your strengths, and your stuff. And even things like your story. When you look inside yourself, what happens is you make it that much more easy on yourself to win. So start with your skills. Well, if you have skills, whether that's writing skills or design or organizing, if you have education or past work experience, you can use that to birth an idea out of, and then you don't have to go learn a lot of new skills to run this business. Your strengths, maybe you're just naturally good at something and you've never been trained in it. You know, you're naturally a good organizer, but you've never had any type of education in that, or you're a natural singer or something like that. Well, that could give you a business idea to have an organizing service or voice lessons. If you start with your stuff, maybe you have things around your house, whether that's a swimming pool or a piano or a computer for certain software programs you can use that could birth your business idea. Here's the thing. When you start with what you have, you lower the barrier to entry in the marketplace, you lower the cost, and you make it that much more easy to win because you have what you need so you can get started tomorrow.
Absolutely. I love that because when I started my business, I was a TV news reporter. I knew I was going to go off on my own, and I had a camera. I was like, what can I do? Well, I could go do a video for a business, and that's how I got started.
Right, because it's something you already knew. So you were leaning on your past work experience, your past skills, and you turn that into a successful business. And these people can do this as well. Just look at what you already have to work with. And then when you get in that space, what you're learning is the business side of things. If you come up with something completely new, you're having to learn business and the skills and the strengths and get by the stuff. Just make it easy on yourself and start with what you have.
I love that. All right, what's next if we kind of look at our stuff or our talents and then really taking that and trying to turn it into something?
Sure. Well, you may start with something you have. So your skills, and you think, okay, I've got this skill, so I'm going to turn this into a business. The first thing you need to identify, and this is the most important in any business, is what problem do you solve through that business? Because everything about business is solving a problem for your customers. Because if you don't, they're not going to buy from you. You got to add value to their life in some way. So when you look at this idea, find who needs what I have to offer? Who can benefit from this service I'm providing or this product I'm creating? And when you identify the problem you solve, it gives you so much information about your business because then, well, you know your target market. Your target market is the group of people that have that problem. You know your value proposition because this is the thing that you're charging for. You're charging to solve that problem. You even know some of your marketing language because what are you going to talk about? How you solve that problem. So when you identify the problem you solve through this business idea, immediately the path opens up in front of you and you can see how this could be a real business.
So much value just in that. If we want to learn more, I know you're doing a lot right now with helping people identify that initial idea.
Yep.
Then obviously Business Boutique has that roadmap for you
Yep.
once you're ready to get started.
Yes, businessboutique.com. We have the Business Boutique podcast, we have the plan, the academy, the book, all the good things. But if someone wants their idea, we actually have a course called Business Idea Bootcamp, and that's a 4-step course where I walk you through how to brainstorm all the ideas you can think of from the most important areas of your life, kind of like we just talked about, and then test those ideas to find the best business idea that's an actual profitable business idea. So that's the newest thing we've got coming out for dreamers, but it's all on businessboutique.com.
I love it. And you guys are big proponents of starting a business, kind of where you're at, getting scrappy. You don't have to invest thousands of dollars
Right.
or put $1,000, go in debt over starting a business. You should not do that. The business should be making you money.
Yes, and if you start small, you can do that. See, we just get too excited, Emily. We're just like, I gotta go take out business loans. No, you don't. If you're willing to grow slow and own the thing the whole time and not take out that risk and those payments, you're gonna grow a little bit slower, yes. But at the end of the day, you're going to owe it all, and you're going to own it all and not have all those payments that you would have had if you took out some type of debt. So just take your time, pace yourself. Dave Ramsey started his company in a card table in his living room. Like, you can start small and grow slow if you're patient.
And each payment, those little payments, validate that idea is the right idea.
Yes.
And that's important too.
Yes, when you're getting paid for your work, you realize, okay, the market is telling you, I need this, and it's the conversation with the marketplace where you realize, I can do this, and you have new confidence when you have that.
Yes. All right, businessboutique.com. We'll find you there. Thank you so much, Christy.
Thanks for having me.